You're watching Thrifty Kaniffy. Hello everyone, welcome to Thrifty Kaniffy. So I'm guessing by the size of the box, if you've watched my preview video of the unboxing, you know exactly what this is. This is the Marbles MR601 Big Ole Lockback. There's a look at your box. For every hour in the open. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be taking this anywhere, but it's a wonderful display piece. So what we've got here is the Big Ole Lockback from Marbles. And the first thing you notice is the size of it. Obviously the handle is 6 1/8 inch. And it's about 3/4 the size of this. Maybe not even that. Maybe 2/3 the size of this scarab back. But a very large knife for Marbles. You got your brown jig bone, nickel silver bolsters, and a bail, which is nice, a little addition there. You got nickel silver pins and this nickel silver spacer between the, it's inlaid between the handles there. And I've noticed this jigging on the right side here is darker than the left on both sides, but it, at least it's even that way, which is nice. And this features a really cool what they're calling a blood groove for the nail pull. It's a nice wide opening there, real easy to get your thumb in there. And then of course this old style, old-fashioned type lockback with a nice click to let you know it's locked in there. But this inlay has marbles written downward. It's etched in there. And you got this really nice jigging on the handle with the pattern. It kind of repeats itself. It's here and then here and then here, and it just repeats. So you guys see that. Nice polish to this. All I've done is wipe this down. I haven't polished this. It came out of the box really well finished. And just a little bit of oil on the parts to kind of wipe down. But other than that, I haven't done any polishing. And it's right out of the box, really well polished. So let's take a look at the blade a little more closely. So you've got this big long clip blade. Full length of the blade's about 5 1/8 inch, and then you got a cutting edge of about 4 5/8. You got a nice swedge here at the end. This pretty much is like a Bowie knife blade. The grind here, hollow point grind, I guess you'd call it. And then gives you a nice choil there to sharpen the blade all the way to the edge. So yeah, this thing is, I guess, small enough to still be practical for use, but not an everyday carry knife. But the lock on this is really unusual, and I thought maybe that would kind of get in the way, but the way you grip it, it's kind of at a point where your hand comes up. See where my thumb is just rising right at that right spot, so it doesn't bother your grip at all. So I was a little concerned about that whenever I saw it, like that lock type, but really it just kind of works out. Just goes into the meatier, goes between the joint there, so it kind of raises up where your hand naturally is up higher with your thumb there. So it really didn't create a problem at all. It's kind of interesting. So they must have thought that out. Nice mirror finish to the blade. There's one thing though I was a little disappointed about, and that was the fact that it's not an engraved stamp. It's just like an ink stamp, and you can feel it raised on the surface of the metal there. So I just wish they'd done a little higher end job on that. Now this knife retails for $39.99, so it's not inexpensive, but it's still within the $50 budget that I try to stay under with any knife that I buy and anything that I put up on the channel. So you're still under that $50 mark, but you're kind of pushing the limit there. But all in all, I just think it's a really cool piece. You know, mainly just going to be for display purposes for me, but yeah, I can still see this being used, just in a kind of a unique style for large woodwork. You know, when you're dealing with larger pieces of wood, or you've got a heavy job to do, I could see this working. You got no blade wobble. That lock is super firm, and again, I really like the way they rounded the edges of the, you know, the nail nick, or they're calling the blood groove there. I guess, you know, if you're skinning enamel, that's catching the blood. That's the idea of the blood groove, I guess. But yeah, this is actually pretty comfortable in the hand. I mean, you kind of have to adjust your thumb a little bit just to make sure you've got it in the right spot, back to forward. But once you got it in the right spot, not bad at all. So cool knife. And just to give you a little more of a comparison. Oh, and by the way, that locking mechanism is super easy to push down. Not hard at all. You can probably hear it, right? Yeah, not stiff. Real easy to use. And just give you a size comparison with this jumbo Stockman. So it's probably about 3/4 of the length of that. Yeah, not so jumbo anymore, is it? So there you have it, guys. Marbles Big Ole Lockback. Really cool knife. I think this will be a good seller for them. And I like the mechanism for the lock. You can see it down there. They put like a reinforced bar down in there to make sure that mechanism does its job. And it's really, I mean, I have no problem releasing the blade. So there you go. MR601 Big Ole Lockback. There you guys. Give one last little look at this jigging here. They did a great job on that. Really liking the handle a lot. Yeah, I give that a thumbs up, guys. So check that one out if you're interested in big knives. I don't think you'll be disappointed in that for $40. Hard to go wrong. Alright, that's going to do it for me. You guys take care. Make sure you like, subscribe, ring that bell, leave a comment. I know everybody wanted to see this, so I think everybody should be excited about this review. Alright, take care.